So welcome to our Team Butterfly Effect all hands call. It is officially, oh gosh, what is today's date? Friday, November 7th, 2014. And thank you all for being here. This is my favorite way to end the week with all of you, seeing all your lovely faces. And just a heads up right now, as far as the call next week is concerned, Jill Donovan is actually representing Team B right now at the Platinum Edge. If you're not quite sure what that is, technically we're all part of a downline called Platinum Presenters. So it's Team Butterfly Effect, then Rockstar Presenters, and then Melissa's team, Melissa Maid's team, and then there's a couple other layers up, but in between Melissa, and then there is Christine Dwyer, and that's the Platinum Presenters. And over half of Team Beachbody are Platinum Presenters. And so I think I shared this with you guys before, but basically what the deal is Christine's organization was so huge that she used to always do like 2 days, a day or two at the beginning of Summit. She would have a training just for her downline there. And thank you, honey. And so what she realized what she wanted to do is instead of people lengthening out their trips in Summit, she wanted to have her own, say, Summit in Texas. And I went last year and it was awesome. However, this year it fell on Cleef's birthday weekend, so I was unable to go. But I asked Jill to be prepared next week to share with us her biggest takeaways. So pretty much Jill will run the call next week, and she'll be sharing some of her notes and some of her takeaways from the Platinum Edge. So look forward to that and do your best to be on the call. So that said, today we are going to talk about time blocking because actually, you know, Amanda talked about it on the Rockstar call this past week, and from talking to the majority of you through your KPIs, scheduling is a problem, and it's tough for many of us because we're either it seems like you fall into two categories. Either you don't have kids, but you work a full-time day job, and so you're trying to figure out how to fit Beachbody in with having like a regular day job, or you are a parent and you're trying to juggle Beachbody and getting kids to school and PTA meetings and gymnastics practices and dance practices and just all the things that we do as busy stay-at-home moms, right? We're stay-at-home moms, but it doesn't seem like we're ever home. Anyway, so earlier in the week, Amanda talked about time blocking, and I love the idea of talking about it, but I want to know, have any of you actually sat down and really done it? I haven't. Have you? Yeah, okay. So today we're actually going to sit down and we're all just going to do it together. So whether you want to have your phone out and do it on your phone, I know I use Outlook, and I can't set recurrences on my Outlook from my phone. So I like to do it from my computer whenever I set up my calendar, but I didn't want to be talking to y'all. So I have just a piece of paper calendar, an Outlook calendar that we're going to be filling out as we go. If you did not see the post today on the team page of being prepared, of having something to work from, you might want to take a second and go run and grab a piece of paper and a pen if you need to. But so, okay, first of all, let's break this down. First of all, we're going to start with our non-negotiables, and those are going to be things that they're meetings, they're set times. So let's start literally. I'm going to be marking down Monday through Friday. So let's start with, okay, I'm brainstorming out loud here. Okay, so do you have any regular meetings? So do you try to attend the Rockstar call? If you do, schedule that there. If you work, put that on the agenda. So I'm like putting my yoga class. And so Eric would put his real job. Jill L would put her real job. So let's go through and let's do this each day at a time. So let's just start with Monday. So our non-negotiables, so if you actually work, what that time is. Moms, let's put down, when are we taking our kids to school? So when are you in the midst of walking kids or driving kids to school? Put that down. Let's see. And then, so I'm literally marking off 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. That's like getting kids ready for the day and getting kids to school all the way. That sounds like a long time, but 2 different schools in 2 different areas. I mean, that literally takes me from 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock to be done with that. When do you pick up kids from school? And when is homework time? And so on. So if you're like me, like I'm picking up kids and doing homework, generally speaking, sounds like a lot, but from 2 until sometimes 5:30. That's a big chunk. Okay, so now looking at you have your non-negotiables for Monday. What time is left? So let's look here, realistically speaking. When can you do your power hour? When do you literally have 1 full hour that you can do your power hour? Okay, so now real quick, if you are a newer coach and you don't have a big organization yet, then a power hour is suffice. However, if you are growing a team, and that's the majority of you on here, I would recommend at this point, and I know you don't want to hear this, is that power hour I think is best allocated if in that hour it's not leadership tasks. Because to actually get all of your follow-ups and your challenge group stuff done in 1 hour is a lot if you're doing more than 2 invites a day or if you're running multiple challenge groups. So I found that it makes more sense if I then designate another separate maybe 30 minutes for leadership. So that's like plugging into the Team B page. That's plugging into the VIP page. So see if you have like an extra 30 minutes somewhere where you can do leadership. Okay, I'll put right here. Now, do you have any point in your day where you, let's see. I just realized I picked up Khalif earlier from school than I thought on Mondays. That power hour isn't going to work. So it's just power hour. So do you have your workouts on your calendar? Get your workout on there. That's a non-negotiable. We should have done that first. Workouts, and also if you meditate, if you have any spiritual time, when do you do that? Let's see. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you're done with Monday. Okay, Ann, we'll give you another. Oh, you're good, Ann. Okay, so now let's move to Tuesday. So starting with our non-negotiables again. When are your workouts? Let's put that in first. Let's put in our workout. Let's make that a higher priority. So we're going to put in our workouts. We'll add in if you have any meetings, if you have a regular day job, when those meetings are. VIP call for me and Ann is at 9 o'clock on Tuesday nights, or at least for me, it's, 7 o'clock your time? I get all the time differences all confused. Good. And so, again, non-negotiables, kids from school, practices, ball practices, dance stuff, gymnastic stuff. And then once you get all that filled in, what's left? When can you get in an hour, power hour? And also, if you have a team, possibly leadership. Good. And one thing I haven't mentioned too that we have to think about, because it doesn't fit into the power hour, is when are you doing your posts? How does that fit into your schedule? When do you do that? Does that fit into your power hour? Give me a little bit of feedback. I'm going to take everybody off mute because I want to hear how y'all have been doing it. Have you guys been getting your posts in within your power hour? Are you doing those at different times of the day? Share with me how you guys have been organizing that.
I do mine on my power hour.
Oh, you do yours on your power hour, Tricia? Do you schedule yours with Hootsuite? Or
no, I do it by hand.
You do it by hand. So then are you only posting one time a day?
No, because I get on the computer several times a day. Just not scheduled time.
Okay.
But I do my challenge groups at 8:15 in the morning.
Okay, so that's not a part of your power hour then. Okay, good. Good. What about you, Becca? How have you been doing your posts and everything?
My posts, my pages, I've just been throughout the day, not scheduled. I need to go back to scheduling some of my posts on my like page because I kind of let it slide this week. And I need to schedule my challenge group posts. Now that I've got a couple more active challenge groups going right now, I was using Hootsuite for that.
So are you going to use Hootsuite for your like page too?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't decided. I don't like how Hootsuite does pictures and stuff. So when I do pictures, I don't really like it. So honestly, I haven't decided for sure yet.
I only use Hootsuite for my challenge groups. I don't use it for anything else right now. What about you, Ann? Fill us in on how you're doing your posts and how you're breaking down your time right now.
My dogs are barking at squirrels, so I have to keep muting myself.
That's okay.
I just post randomly. I haven't been very good the past, actually, since I moved to Washington, I haven't been good at being consistent on anything. So if I see something that's post-worthy, I'll post randomly, but yeah, I haven't really not scheduled.
Been consistent. Okay. What about you, Eric? How have you been building that into your day?
I usually try to post first thing in the morning before I leave for work, and then usually at lunchtime I'll try to get a post out, and then usually in the evening at some point I'll throw another post together, whether it's around dinner time or might be something I'm cooking or just try and get some conversation up. So that's pretty much when I've been doing mine.
What about you, Jill L? I see you're here, but I don't see you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, girl.
Okay. Yeah, I normally do it either first thing in the morning or right before I go to bed for challenge groups, and then just for random posts just throughout the day, randomly, like Ann.
Okay. Okay, cool. Honestly, I'm finding that my posts are probably taking way more time than they should right now, and that's the reason why I was asking y'all, because, y'all are smart people too, and I'm trying to figure out, because honestly, with a like page and a regular page, like 2 posts each time, like I'm posting right when I wake up in the morning, before I even start to get ready for my day, like that's the very first thing I do, and then I do another one right when I get done teaching, and then I do generally another one either right before, like while I'm cooking dinner or right after dinner, and then I try to do another one right before I go to bed, or if something extra ones randomly happen during the day. That's awesome. I just didn't know if you guys have a different schedule. Okay, so let's go to Wednesday. So we got our non-negotiables first. So that's going to be, let's see here, you got kid stuff, you got your day job, if there's any regular meetings that you go to. If you have KPIs with me, when is that? Which, speaking of which, before I forget, Ann and Eric, you and I, the three of us, are going to have to discuss your guys' call time, because whenever we scheduled it, I was thinking that was when my boys were at baseball practice, and I took for granted baseball practice doesn't happen all year long, and so baseball practice is no longer going to be. So we got to figure out if we're going to move our call earlier or later, but we can discuss that amongst ourselves at a different time. But I'm still cool for Tuesday. We just got to figure out, a time for that. So when are you going to do your power hour? When is it left? Okay, you guys done with Wednesday? Give me a thumbs up if you're done with Wednesday. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's look at Thursday. Thursday, non-negotiables always first. Always, always. And then once you have your non-negotiables in, which are usually probably pretty much the same almost every day, except for maybe the athletic events and that kind of thing, like practices and so on, special meetings. Then after you got that, fill in the power hour. Okay. And then we do the same thing with Friday. Nothing's different. So I'm going to put right here 4 to 4:30 is the team call. And then after that, every other week I got my call with Jill. And I hope for all of you who have calls with me, you have those scheduled in here as well. And then get your power hour in there. All right. So just also some things to think about as you're scheduling this. If you're like me, like I'm sitting here looking at that and like, wow, okay, my schedule is crazy full, and I don't know if it's realistic as far as some of the leadership stuff that I have, having that extra hour or even 30 minutes in there every day. So if you're like me and if you're looking like, oh, wow, I still got some more stuff I need to fit in here somewhere, where in the world is it going to go? Then you might want to consider giving yourself, literally talking to your family and negotiating, you know, if you want me to be successful with this, negotiating maybe an hour on your weekend to play catch up. That's what I have to do. I have to have an hour on the weekend to play catch up. So if maybe at one point in your day something fell through the cracks, or you didn't get as many invites as you intended to because you had a team member who needed your time and attention, then maybe you didn't get as many invites on one day. Like for me on Monday, it is so packed because Khalif gets out of school at 1. Like I get done teaching at 11:30, and I pick up Khalif at 1. And so literally I have like 30 minutes to do a power hour. That doesn't happen. Maybe an hour, but it just doesn't all happen. So I end up having to play catch up on the weekends for that. So what your homework assignment now is sometime over the weekend, can you take 30 minutes and get this in your phone or get this in your calendar? Set alarms if you need to. Like maybe you need to put stars by the things that you need alarms for. All of your KPIs, I have to have alarms for so I don't miss them. Okay? So put stars next to things you want that you need to have those reminders for. And get them in your phone. Wow, that's taken us 25 minutes to do. But now we all have our scheduled time blocks. You're welcome, Becca. That was your homework assignment for me for this past week. I was thinking about them like Becca's going to be so happy. We got her homework done right there. Now you just have to get it in your phone. I think that's doable. So with that said,
computer right now.
You just did it right now?
Yeah, it's on my computer right now. So
perfect. There you go. Perfect. So okay. Lastly, just real quick with our last 5 minutes, I just want to cover Anne, Becca, Jill, and Tricia and I have been working on our What is Coaching open house, and I know it's not completely ready yet because there are still some parts missing, but I'm making the executive decision that we're going to start it on Monday, and I'm going to build the group this weekend. I'm going to build the group on Sunday. And so what I ask each and every one of you to do, if you can please figure out a time to do this, it should only, if you text it one time and then copy it. I'm asking you to message all of your discount coaches. This is what we're doing. Text them. Don't just tag them on the thing. Just text them. We have this open house. It's starting on Monday. Okay, let me actually read you the exact verbiage that I texted earlier. Okay. I said, on Monday, we are starting a What is Coaching open house on Facebook. Have you considered learning what we do as coaches on a daily basis? Remember, the majority of fitness people make the majority of our money during first quarter. Would you like to be able to financially benefit from people's New Year's resolutions this year? If so, you might want to join this group. Thoughts? And I texted that to half my discount coaches, and I did it in 5 or 10 minutes because I literally typed it out once, and I hit copy, and I just went through everybody and just paste. And I'll do the rest of them probably tomorrow morning. And so I'll get the group built. Jacob and I have the video ready for day 1. Be proof the product works is day 2. And Anne pretty much has that video done. We were just waiting on Jill Donovan's, but to be quite frank, her and I were texting today, and I don't know if she's going to end up having the stuff done, so we may just use the video as it is, okay? And then I will do her extra video. But what I'm asking for Becca, if you would do me a favor, and would you type out a text to go along with your video? So then I can literally, what I'll do is I'll get this all in document form, so all I have to do is Hootsuite it and put it all in on Sunday. So if you could get that to me by Sunday, that would be awesome. But if you don't have time, please by latest by the end of the day on Monday. That would be awesome if you can get that done. So I'm asking all of you guys to contact your discount coaches about that. Maybe even contact all of your challengers. Ask them if they're interested. If they are interested, you need to get them in touch with me so I can add them to the group. Okay? Awesome. Well, y'all, that's all I got. Have a happy, most fabulous Friday and a great weekend. Jill L., I know that we still have a call, so let's hang up, and I will call you on the phone because I want to have my computer available for notes. Everybody else, have a great weekend. Love you guys. Be on the call next week to get the information from Jill Donovan about the Platinum Edge.